Splatoon 2 is nearly 4 years old, and in that time, it's gone through many patches that have seen the rise and fall of many weapons and specials. But one thing that has always stayed a constant ruler of the game is bombs, and nobody seems to really notice just how broken they are. To understand why I think bombs are so absurdly overpowered, we need to understand what makes Splatoon 2 the game it is. At its core, Splatoon 2 is a shooter objective-based game with heavy emphasis on map control and positioning. So weapons that are able to take advantage of maybe two or more of these aspects tend to do really well. But what if you could have a sub-weapon that could do all of that? When you throw a bomb on the map, regardless of which, the most common immediate reaction from the opponent is to back away. Just by throwing a bomb, you've already repositioned your opponents. Now, if your bomb happens to be one of the lethal ones, say Splat or Suction Bomb, and your opponent can't move, doesn't move, or is unfortunate enough to run into it, you get a kill. And with the exception of Torpedo, you're guaranteed to get paint down for a bit more map control and a bit more torture special. Every bomb provides so much pressure once thrown because of everything it can do, and for the most part, the opponent can't stop it. There's no way of defusing most of these bombs, and even though Torpedo is the only one of these explosives that isn't guaranteed to do all of these, it's still considered by many top players to be one of, if not the, best sub-weapon in the game because of its tracking capabilities. Now, you may be saying, but bombs often take up more than half of your ink tank so they aren't as reliable as your main weapon. And yet sometimes they do because you can have sub-saver, sub-power-up, or even ink recovery to improve the effectiveness of your bombs, making them much more reliable. Sub-power-up in particular is, in my opinion, a bit too powerful. If you think of a lethal bomb as an extension of your effective kill range, then sub-power-up effectively means your kill range is increased. This is absurd for something like Sploosh 7. Normally, it only has point-blank range, but with Splat Bombs and some sub-power-up, it's able to pressure something like a Jet Squelcher from range. That's insane when you think about it. Bombs have such a strangle on the sub-weapon metagame that a weapon's viability can be determined by if it has a bomb or not. I think the best example of this is Soda Slosher. In comparison to the Vanillas and Deco's respective missile and baller specials, Burst Bomb Rush isn't as versatile in my opinion, and yet ever since Soda Slosher's release, it's been played more than Deco or Vanilla. And one of the factors is undoubtedly because it has Splat Bombs, arguably the best immediately lethal bomb that allows it to pull off combos. Even custom Billy Squelchers has to thank Splat Bomb a bit for its dominance over its vanilla counterpart. Now, Storm is in no way a bad special, easily one of the best, but missiles are just more versatile in more maps and modes in my opinion. But again, the sub-weapon is a big determining factor on which version is used more. Think of some of the best weapons in the competitive metagame right now, and you'll find most of them have bombs. Now, with all that being said, I do think that there is a very simple solution to fix bombs. Make immediately lethal bombs defusable. Make them like torpedoes, where you can shoot it and it will be destroyed. Make the health be the amount of damage it would do if it were to detonate and kill someone. That seems to make the most sense for me. This way, you don't automatically lose if an opponent places a bomb on the tower during overtime, and you can try and counter bomb rush by defusing as many as possible, instead of relying on your own special like a counter bomb rush or booyah bomb. It also indirectly fixes my sub-power-up issue because you can change the ability to increase the health of lethal bombs instead of increasing the range of the bomb throw. And it's not like they lose a lot of their versatility because you can still use them to pop the Rainmaker shield or break splash walls or umbrella shields. I think bombs are really important to the game because they give more options to weapons that would struggle otherwise, like Aerospray and Sploosh. But I also think they shouldn't be so powerful that a weapon's viability can hinge on whether it has a bomb or not. Though unlikely, I still hope Nintendo will do something to allow more non-lethal subs to be more viable in Splatoon 3. Do you think bombs are overpowered? Is there anything you would do to nerf them a bit? Or am I just salty and bombs are fine the way they are? Tell me in the comments below. It's really fun for me to discuss topics like this, so thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.